the re-emergence of AI technologies. And of course, you cannot do any of that without computational power. So we just were indexing 2 million images. Is not much, is it? 2 million images is not much. 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, just to go through them, do some calculation. 2.5 weeks, that's not acceptable. If I go to a regular, any application, astrophysics, robotics, navigation, satellite imaging, medical imaging, you go to a regular institution, you easily get millions and millions of images. So if I want to spend 2 weeks on 2 million images, that's not going to work. So you need a lot of computational power, and GPUs gave us that power. Yes, they are expensive, I know. And you cannot just tell people, go get some GPUs. Well, not everybody has access to GPUs. But this has become a point of concern because not everybody has access to those platforms, which means what? The research and development on AI will be monopolized by just some big companies and big universities, and whoever has the money to buy the computational power. This is very worrisome, very worrisome. We just installed, today we finished and connected to a Dell server with 4 GPUs, price tag $200,000. So this is minimum that you need to work with some big data. So who can afford that? So that's a problem, but at least we have it as a research community. So we have the computational power, the data is available, and we had some neat ideas how to shape and design algorithms. So now we can do stuff. Okay. So I want to give you just a little bit, because it's important, about the history of AI. It's always good to know. It's always good to know the background. So where are we coming from? So 1901, we started with PCA. Principal component analysis is a statistical method. Some people may disagree with me that I say PCA is an AI method. But there is intelligence when you take 1,000,000 numbers and you make it 100. You gotta be intelligent. So 1901, for me, is the start of AI, because for the first time we figured out a way how we reduce the dimensionality of the data. So how you compress it without losing information. So that was K. Pearson. And today, there are many, many, many AI technologies that cannot work without PCA. And there are many different versions of PCA. Kernelized PCA, DIT PCA, DAT PCA, many PCAs. But the fundamental concept is the same as 120 years ago. It's unbelievable that some ideas just stick around. And you can use them again and again. 1933, PCA development. So it got better and better. By H.R. So short before the world fell in the madness of the Second World War, we figured out the perfect constellation for PCA. So, okay, we have to use it this way to make sure that we don't lose information. But here, 1958, something that most people would agree with me, okay, this was really substantial. And that was the introduction of the concept of the perceptron by Frank Rosenblatt. So the concept of perceptron was important. So we had the concept of automaton, which is a unit, a software entity that does something autonomously. And then we have perception. So an automaton that does perception is perceptron. So, and if you take a look at the PhD thesis of Frank Rosenblatt, you see that for the first time, questions of intelligence are accompanied with some equations. So he tries to develop a probabilistic view for that, which was amazing. So, but the notion of perceptron was crucial. Without perceptron, none of us would be here. There would be no